4 days later, the outcome of the job interview was clear. Whether it was all my fervent prayers that did the trick, or the fresh floral scented shampoo I had given her, or because the company is so desperate that it would take anyone, the woman in the purple skirt had got the job. It had been a long time coming, but finally, she made it through. She was standing at the starting line. First day at the new job. The woman in the purple skirt left her apartment a little on the early side, at about 7:30 a.m., and headed to work. I was waiting for her at the bus stop. We got on the bus not far from the entrance to the shopping district, and got off near her place of work. For 40 minutes, we were being jolted around on the bus. It was 8:30 when the woman in the purple skirt knocked on the door of her workplace. When she entered the office, she was handed her corporate uniform and given a key to the locker room by the agency director. First, go and change. The woman in the purple skirt did as she was told and headed straight to the locker room, which was the next door down from the office. The corporate uniform was a neat black dress, a good, sturdy garment, nicely breathable, and also conveniently stain-resistant. Or rather, since it was black, the stains didn't show. Made of polyester, it dried within minutes of washing, which was also convenient. Perhaps the one unattractive feature was that the fabric generated a lot of static, a minor problem, but annoying nevertheless. With the black uniform, she wore matching black shoes that she bought yesterday in the shopping district, but oh dear, as soon as she tried to step into her new black tights, also purchased yesterday at the 100-yen store, there was a ripping sound. The woman in the purple skirt took off the tights and discarded them, then slipped her feet straight into her shoes. She would go bare-legged. The finishing touch was a white apron, but oh, the woman in the purple skirt had managed to tie the apron in the wrong way. She was supposed to pull the ties over her shoulders and cross them before securing them. Now in her work uniform, the woman in the purple skirt knocked again on the office door. By now, a few more people were in the room. The agency director was sitting at his desk, staring at his computer screen. When the woman in the purple skirt entered the office, the director lifted his eyes, glanced at her face, and then glanced at her legs. Maybe he didn't realize she wasn't wearing stockings. In any case, he didn't say anything about that. But he did point out that she had tied her apron wrong. Tsukada-san, he beckoned to Supervisor Tsukada, who was standing next to the office whiteboard. See to her, would you? The director said, and gestured toward the woman in the purple skirt. Yup, 1 second. Supervisor Tsukada put down the nameplate she was holding and walked over to the woman in the purple skirt. First day? And she rested her hands lightly on the woman in the purple skirt's shoulders. It was the first time I had ever seen anyone apart from the children in the park touch the woman in the purple skirt. Yes, came the reply, spoken in a tiny voice. Supervisor Tsukada rotated the woman in the purple skirt so she was facing the other way. With quick movements, she undid the bow at the waist, unbuttoned the ties, and, jostling her roughly, rearranged the ties. She crossed them over each other, buttoned them, and then retied them in a bow. Good grief, aren't you a skinny little thing? Did you eat breakfast this morning? Yes, the woman in the purple skirt replied. Again, her voice was barely audible. Really? What could she have eaten? I wondered. What did you have? Supervisor Tsukada demanded. Cornflakes, replied the woman in the purple skirt. Cornflakes? You won't be able to do much work on that. A good breakfast is rice. You got that? Supervisor Tsukada gave the woman in the purple skirt a little tap on the shoulder. Again she replied with a yes in the same small voice, and then she gave a demure little giggle. For a moment, I thought I had misheard, but no, it was definitely her. Amazingly, the woman in the purple skirt had just let out an ingratiating laugh.